I was so happy to have that mic here so you could hear my erection from me playing that hard. That's not even part of the bit yet. So I recently watched this VH1's I Love the 80s Metal Mania. Has anyone seen that shit? I recently discovered something from watching that, just a bunch of 80s metal videos over the course of the weekend. Turns out, if you watched 80s metals in the 80s, guess what? You're gay. You're fucking gay. I mean, a lot of these videos are gayer than 8 dudes blowing 9 dudes with an extra dick left over just going in the ear. I mean, a lot of it consists of, you know, a lot of guys shirtless and sweaty just rocking out, you know, and they're in, you know, no shirts, or even better, a vest with no shirt, hello, yay! And they're in an abandoned factory that apparently only makes sparks. That's all they produce, is just sparks over and over. And then halfway through the video, it cuts away to girls who are like really hot girls, just miles away, not even near the actual band themselves, like posing with auto tools in like a wrecking yard or something, just, yes. I will say though, the one thing I liked about those videos, the one recurring motif that needed to come back was the bands that could rock so hard that they could alter the physical properties of things. Like, you know, they would strum a guitar riff and all of a sudden they just blow a hole through a wall, just gone. Or like go up to your city Honda Civic and be like, squibbly blabby down, and all of a sudden it's a sleek Lamborghini. I mean, why can't like System of a Down or Queens of the Stone Age come out with a video where it's like, that cheese sandwich isn't grilled, squibbly blabby down. All of a sudden it's a melted grilled cheese sandwich. Wow. Thanks, Knight Rider. I will say though, the concept probably jumped the shark in the 80s, late 80s, when this one group came out, Damn Yankees. Does anyone ever hear of Damn Yankees? Okay, for those who don't know, Damn Yankees consisted of 1, a guy from Knight Rider, 2, a guy from Styx, and then Ted Nugent. Yeah, the Nuge. And in their video, the police have them cornered in a house. Because they're dangerous! There's a 78-year-old guy from Styx in there! Arrest him! So they start shooting their guns with shotguns and bullets, just filling the house with lead. And out walks Ted Nugent with his guitar, and he starts strumming, squibbling them down! All of a sudden the bullets are like zing, zang, bow! He's deflecting the bullets with the power of his rock. And all I'm thinking is, God, where were the Beavis and Butthead copycats when this video came out? I mean, all across the Midwest, we could have been like, all right, dude, when I start playing, you just start shooting. Squibbly blabbit, pit, 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 dead. We could have lost the entire mullet haircut in like 1 weekend. And that's a travesty. Hold on. It's been a while since I've done stand-up. Let me... Oh God, yes. Oh. I love alcohol. One thing I love more than alcohol though is liquor ads. And the best thing about liquor companies know exactly who they're advertising to. And they're not afraid to hide it. You know, they're like, hey, get this liquor in you because then you can hang out with your friends because that's the only way you're fun. You don't see other companies being like that. Like, you don't see Cheetos going, hey, fat ass, come on, let's go. Come on, man, boobs, crack a bag. Let's do this. And honestly, I've seen like in some cities some liquor billboards, and they are the saddest short stories that you've ever seen in your life. Like Doers. Oh, doesn't that sound good right now? Nice sweaty glass, Doers beating with like condensation. And on the tagline beside the glass it says Doers. At least one thing will go smoothly today. Like, what the fuck went wrong with that? Your life, where that's the only thing you have to look forward to. Like, I can't stand my job. I hate fucking that hedgehog of a wife. But you're my buddy, Doers. Come on. I'm gonna sneak you into the movies in my tummy. I mean, another one is for J&B Scotch. Anyone? It goes J&B Scotch. The antidote for road rage. Yes, before you get behind the wheel of an automobile, make sure that every fiber of your tissue is saturated with fine casket-aged J&B Scotch. J&B Scotch before you drive. But it didn't like that. I've seen these recently. Even back in like the 80s and 90s, there was commercials for these kind of ads. Does anyone remember Martini and Rossi Astus Dementi? It was this martini commercial, and you know, in the video, there's like the camera whipping around, and everyone's dancing and grooving and having a good time. And then the camera whips around and it goes to this guy and is like, "Hey, why are you drinking Martini and Rossi?" And the guy goes, "Because it's Tuesday." That's what a wino says. A wino says that. And then the camera keeps on whipping around and goes to this hot chick and goes, "Why are you drinking Martini and Rossi?" And the girl goes, "Because this guy said he said he would call me back, and then he did." See, normally I'm the biggest whore in town, and this guy doesn't know it. So we were gonna go on this date, and he was gonna try and start a relationship with me, even though he doesn't now. I'm the town disc job, and I'm gonna kick back a few of these Martini and Rossi's and try and forget the time that I fucked that entire softball team in the abandoned hospital. But it won't dull the pain of my battered chapped pussy. Thanks for nothing, Martini and Rossi. Battered chapped pussy. Write it in the stars and gossamer tears. Battered chapped pussy. You know, I've been, and I think it's getting worse now. Back in like 2003, I was thinking that and I think it's because I'm a huge comic book and science fiction nerd, that I thought that we were in like this alternate dimension, like we were in this alternate reality of Earth, and like the real Earth was over there. We were in this alternate Earth where like Bush won the election and 9/11 happened, and then we went to Iraq, and then like these super sluts like Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian got famous, and like things were just goddamn evil. And then back on regular Earth, Gore won, and there was never 9/11. Iraq never happened, and like Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian got eaten by a pack of wolves. But now it's like 2014, and you know, instead of being evil Earth, I think we've just gotten into like wacky Earth. Like fucking, we have a black president, and you know, fucking spinach and peanut butter are like poison, and it's just like, come to alternate Earth. It's like a fucking circus. I'm glad to be up here doing kind of a drink cat home. Oh, so good. I'm so glad that Ken is doing comedy here at the Hotspot, and I feel like real like stand-up comedy died in the early 90s and mid-90s. Because they used to have a lot of open mics like this. And the best part about these open mics was that, you know, sometimes you would get good people. Sometimes you get people that were just complete shit, and then the other times you would get people like fucking wigged out acid heads who didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they were just the best. And sometimes they would fucking kill though, like this one dude named Dr. Pepper. And the truth about Dr. Pepper is he was a heroin addict. And he would get up on stage and start going into a bit, and then halfway through he would pass out. And he would kill. That was the worst part. But I bet he never knew that one night, like the right like combination of like heroin that like would go in, and then. But this is what I'm gonna do for you, Dr. Pepper, and this is him going right now. Man, I tell y'all, it's real rough trying to do, you know, that just. I'm like, man, you trying to sell me a car? Fucking windshield all busted out, radio doesn't work, motherfucking money. You trying to give me this car for all this motherfucking money? I'm just, you know, what the fuck is I'm like, man, I'm trying to sit on my front porch, eat a trap of flapjacks, and your dog's barking off. I'm like, man, I don't care if your dog don't help me out. I get many flapjacks I want. I'm like, bitch, I stepped aside the escalator. You want it? I'll give it fat ass. You'll get it from my way. I'm like, man, that old car's busted out, windshield broken. I give you like 1,000 for it. Shit. I'm like, man, times is rough. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard. Alright, thank you. Yeah, get that fixed in. Oh, come.
Give it up for Brooks.